Hello and welcome, my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this beautiful new to full May into June 2023? How you like the new music? It's good, isn't it? Thanks, Janet Grace. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Just hit 25 years in service. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There's a Kindle version of it available. There is a link in the description box. And if you click the link, you can preview a good chunk of the first part of the book and seeing some of the prayers, practices, and principles that have kept me in business for a very, very, very long time. And the Kindle version is lovely. It's very clean. It's rather Spartan, in my opinion, because the original version that I did with my editor, Jill Schweitzer, oh, that is a Fellini festival over on Patreon.com. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Smartest, wisest career move I ever made. A subscription platform that allows me a lot of creative freedom. I've got 8 levels of subscribers at this point. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses is the top tier. They get everything on the platform, but all of my subscribers have 3 things that they get in common. Number 1, daily check-ins. Unlisted YouTube live stream. Like every morning we chat, we pray, looking at the astrology for the day, a little magic, a little meditation, a little something to send us on our way. My favorite way to start the day, and honestly it sets me up for everything else I have to do, both personally and professionally. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. They're all rather intense, and they get all of them past, present, and future as long as they remain subscribers. And the third thing they get in common is quite a significant discount when booking a reading with Mal. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. I did 4 videos for the 25th anniversary, and let's get down to business. But if you can remember, you know, try a little string around your finger, click the link, look at the menu, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You just call me Mal. Hey, hi my patrons. I know we've got some aqualungs over on Patreon. For the new people, though, we're going to do some explanation and then we will dive in to the divination, because there's astrology involved and quite a lot of power in this series. It's my favorite series to do. So, number 1, a 5-card draw just means 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything. But in this case, a 2-week period to plant a seed at the new moon and help it harvest at full. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, in that order, to help you clarify, refine, to start with your element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart desires, or what is required for that heart's desire to manifest, because your heart's desires are part of what you came into this life to do. And I can imagine reincarnating over and over and over again, cross it over and be like, oh, all right, one more time, right? Heart's desires. We're immortal beings, right? So the more of us who do this, the more of this who are manifesting our heart's desires bit by bit, this world becomes a better place, because it's part of a plan we can't even imagine. It's so amazing. We'll see how it goes. So fire, earth, air, water, spirit, to plant a seed and help it grow. Let's look at the astrology briefly. It's not overwhelming at all, except we have a new moon in Taurus, Friday, May 19th, 11:53 a.m. So that's like about 24 hours from the moment of this recording. But it goes void, of course, at 1:51 p.m. This is Eastern time, by the way, and I'll remember 1:51 p.m. because 1:51 Bacardi. You have one bad experience, you remember it forever. And then it goes into Gemini, 2:48 p.m. Eastern, which then makes sense because the opposite sign of Gemini is the full moon in Sagittarius. 2 weeks later, Saturday, June 3rd, 11:42 p.m., which is perfect for me because the witching hour is 11:30 p.m. crossing over to 12:30 a.m. So I'll be able to actually light a candle, do whatever fire magic I'm doing, of course in alignment with these readings. I apply my all of the stuff that comes through to myself, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In between those two dates, just of note, Mars is going into Leo on the 20th of May. That is your opposite sign. So, you know, for an Aquarius, they're opposites of each other. But then the Sun goes into Gemini the next day on the 21st of May, which would trine you. So it's a nice balance. Just good to know those things. Oh, and really important, yeah, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, but also cross-watchers. This is good, so that you get a little understanding, insight, sympathy, empathy for the Aquarian you are cross-watching for, and so that you can have an idea what they're going through, but also there's, you know, a crystal oracle, an archangel oracle, a whisper of love, and a mantra that you could kind of do on their behalf as a blessing to plant a seed, and you'll manifest something as a result, right? So, all that explanation, got to do what I'm glad to do. So both feet on the floor if you can, and focus on your breath if you will. I promise I will give you the very best that I can to help you manifest your heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, and for the spirit of unity to make this world better from within and outwards. Yeah. Let's find the still point, make that shift. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers who are watching this video, who are drawn to this reading. Please, beloved ones, what is the spell fragment to help them clarify, define, refine their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, or perhaps that which might be required. This beautiful, beautiful knowledge. Oh, good. Air signs. Lovely. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. I call that a little on the nose, considering the prayer and how interesting the picture here, you know, is an oil lamp, right? So there's that combination of fire and air there, knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Now, hey, mileage may vary on what you mean above and below. I mean, as above, so below. The emerald tablets, too big to swallow, but they're there. Huge. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. This is calling upon your ancestors. And look, I could talk about ancestors for hours. I won't. But you have essentially, in my experience, two different lineages, if you will, of ancestors. One is the genetic one, right? Stuff that's passed down through your bloodlines, genetically, but also archetypally. So, oh, my witch ancestor, I'm a witch, right? But, you know, I've got it on both sides of my family, apparently, so it's also there as well. So, you know, it depends on what ancestors mean. Like if you're a healer, a Reiki, right? Perfect example, right? Dr. Usui and Hawaii Takata. So, mileage may vary on that, and it's a general read. So knowledge for something and letting it flow, I like it. For the element of earth, we'll be using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, it's an opportunity to use it as a magical carrier, an amulet, a talisman, just a memory stone, right? So you cast it on the rock, right? And you carry it with you, and you charge it with the mantra, and you call in the archangel. It's just a lot of fun. And I do all these for myself, except I lock them into jewelry. Just easier. Element of earth, please take a nice deep breath. Ariel override. As I call upon the beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Please, beloved Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of nature, Archangel of wealth, one of the virtues, actually the commander of the virtues, if I read that right. Please, beloved one, What is the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, to help manifest the heart's desire? Which probably is or does require knowledge this full to new. Ooh, rhodochrosite. This has been popping up. This is the third time, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, that's why I write these down. It's a little hard to miss a word like that, but I know it's come up. Oh, sure, now you're going to hide from me? Carnelian. Oh, rhodochrosite, so Cancer got it. I don't usually do this for the stones, but now I've noticed it. That's rhodonite. Aquamarine, petrified wood. Sagittarius got it. That's why it was one of the ones I did yesterday. Okay, so rhodochrosite. This is about the mirroring process. It's about relationships. So it's a lovely stone. I say it every time. I get a lot of past life stuff working with rhodochrosite, but I've only found past life stuff to be relevant in terms of the relationships in my present life. They give a context, genetic memory, ancestral, whoever, what cares. If it works, let's work at keywords: relationship, compassionship, a compassionship relationship. Compassion, blessings, love, and joy. It is through our relationships with others that we learn more about our own character. From a higher perspective, everyone we encounter is a reflection of ourselves, and the universe has placed around us things that will help us expand our love and tolerance. Now let's stick a pin in that for a second. There are 7 mirrors, right? It's not only you spot it, you got it. The 7 Essene mirrors, Dead Sea Scrolls. Greg Braden does a video about it on YouTube. It's a 2-hour workshop. He goes through all 7. It's amazing, right? So keep this in mind as we move forward here about knowledge, right? From above and below. We meet people we like and people we dislike, of course. When we see what we consider to be positive traits in others, we align with these characteristics because we believe them to be good. So I want you to think superhero, all right? They're good, right? Good hero, right? Yet, when we see what we consider to be negative aspects in others' characters, we refuse to see these same traits in ourselves because we judge them as bad. Supervillain, all right? Yet the truth is that we have each trait within us, either currently or in the past, and that's what I mean about past lives. It's like, what, are you a hero in every single life? How'd you get that contract? No, we come into play all of it. Sooner or later, it can be delayed but not prevented. Otherwise, we would not be able to recognize those traits in another. But okay, so this is a good example. Let's say you're incredibly generous, right? And you're dealing with a person or people that are very, very stingy, very, very like that, right? And you judge them, you're like, oh my God, they're so stingy. Well, obviously that's not the mirror of now. The first mirror, it's the mirror of judgment. The second one is like showing you what you judge, so that you can be aware of it. And I think that's where, past life, schmass life, who cares? That's what's happening in the moment. You are being urged to examine the traits you don't like in others, and rather than merely judge them as bad or avoiding them, look at what they reflect within you, even if it's a judgment. And then, see, the weird part is, this is how the ego works. We then judge ourselves for our judgment, so we're locked in. Right? Tricky. Developing a compassionate attitude will help you realize that often the judgments we make about others are judgments we make about ourselves. All relationships are a mixture of positive and negative. They help us broaden our understanding of life and love and help us see more of who we are. And that's the hero's journey. That's why I do the Path to True Love reads and the True Love timelines and all that stuff. It doesn't matter if it's all romantic. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It's the relationships that are in your life. That's the mission. Or those are the characters in the mission. Villain, hero, anti-hero. It's a good drag name, anti-hero. British. Affirmation. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. I love and accept the world as it is. And as you do that, allow what comes in. What do you mean? Out of your mind? Well, that's the Justice League trouble alert right there. Deep in my heart, I know that beyond my perceptions of good and bad, only love exists, because that's true. That's the immortal soul. That's the higher self. That's the truth of who we are. That incarnates, and I can't not say this for some reason. The soul, in my experience, the soul experiences each lifetime on a hero's journey in a human body in a timeline. right? But the higher self experiences all of those lifetimes simultaneously. And that's multitasking beyond my pay grade. Like, I'm not there yet. I mean, I'm a Virgo. I'm pretty good at multitasking. But absolutely, this is about your relationships in some way, shape, or form. Is it romantic? Who knows? Who cares at this point? But that's why we're going to call in the archangels. For the element of air, though it is the Archangel Fire Oracle, Alexandra Wenman, Finhorn Press, everybody has access to archangels, because that higher self you got that we were just talking about, I mean, we all do. We all have one. It's the truth of who we are. Well, those have been called guardian angels. So you put a bunch of them together in an arc of angels, and you get a collective, right? And then it goes up through the choirs back to source, if you will. So they don't come unless you call. They're very polite that way, but they know what to do. But who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. No. Please take a nice deep breath. I can't not. That's why we've got the still point. I'm the fun one that gets the job done. Archangelic override. As I call upon the pantheon of archangels for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, please. Beloved archangels who's waiting in the wings with their wings, ready to fly in and help with the element of air, the mental part of it, and these are fixed air signs. The archangel to help them stoke that fire to ground and manifest their heart's desire. That either is or does require knowledge, this beautiful new to full. Barachiel, she's been showing up a lot too. Fulfillment, quite a bit. I'm not going to look. But if you see the word fulfillment in the title, she's in there. A beautiful card. This is about spending time with friends and family. But I know the key word is fulfillment, because this one has come up quite a bit. There you are. Now, it's either Barachiel or Barachiel. You do you. The key word is fulfillment. Beautiful Barachiel. I'm going to say Barachiel. Just a little easier on the soft palate. Beautiful Barachiel's name means blessings of God. She is the archangel charged with bringing happiness to our family life and overseeing matrimony and parenthood. Like the Guatemalan woman on her card, she is often shown carrying a basket of bread and the staff of life to symbolize fertility and abundance. She helps us to provide for ourselves and our children, and to find the right partner to have children with if we so desire. And I think that can be about metaphoric children too, like, you know, my business, my baby, drawing the circle, 25 years old. Yeah, I love his guts. Barachiel helps us to strengthen all our family and close relationships. I think that's kind of more the point so far with what's on the table here. Oh, by the way, also known as the Angel of Lightning, it's good to know. Barachiel is said to grant blessings for your good deeds swiftly, and she brings you success, especially in games of chance. She is sometimes depicted holding an ancient sacred book, which is said to contain the instructions for living a good life. There you go. The message. It's time to bring some lightness back into your life and relationships. Put any difficult conversations or decisions aside for a while and enjoy time with your family and loved ones. I mean, for a 2-week period, this is good. This is really, really, really good, particularly with, you know, stuff going into Gemini, which would trine your Aquarius. Excellent. Fulfillment. Oh, I want nothing more from my Aquarians. I really, really do. I have such good Aquarians. I always have had Aquarian friends in my life. Freaks. Freakazoids. I love you for it. Hovering up there in the higher atmospheres like a Justice League satellite. Let's get you the element of water using the Whispers of Love Oracle, Angela Hartfield. The element of water, the love that is the divine power, and really to put that into your intentional work. I mean, law of attraction alone, it's like you gotta feel it. That's how you know where the energy is to an extent. So let's ask the higher selves of all involved. I just had to readjust. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. higher self override. Yeah. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video? We're drawn to this reading. For the element of water, the love that is divine power, the energy and motion that they experience as emotion, to help them manifest their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, with the knowledge in their relationships and fulfillment, this beautiful new to full. You got the romance card, and you know that's in the title already. How is it that you knew that before I did? Womp womp. Uh-oh. Piscatios. Romance. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. Now look, if you're not in a romantic vibe here, I'm going to say any relationships that you are in will give you little clues, tips, and hints about where you are on the path of true love, the path of blah, 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 whatever. Because the relationships in our lives are the characters we meet on the hero's journey. And remember, every villain thinks they're a hero, and every hero at one point was a villain. Some this life, past life, whatever. Who gets it right 24/7, 365, right? Even Kal-El had a bad day here and there. Oh, so cute. So this is now a romantic read, and it's got relationships. So I'm going to say, you know, we're going to say, oh, you're going to go to a gathering of friends and meet your true love. Who knows? But it's what's more important than how it manifests is really looking at your judgments, right? And taking a break mentally from all the serious, heavy conversation, not forever and ever, never and ever, never more. No, here and there, little bit, over a 2-week period. Let's see what this last card is. The element of spirit, the Matcon healing mantra deck. And air signs, you just have a better shot with mantras and affirmations, because it's particularly Aquarian fixed air, but all the air signs do. Element of air in particular. So think of this as the charging it, right? So you get a piece of rhodochrosite, anything will work, but rose quartz in a pinch. Clear quartz does everything. Cast the spell on the quartz, calling in Archangel Barachiel, and feeling that time, sometimes romance, whatever you're feeling organically in the moment, that's fine. And then you charge it with the mantra. Then you just do the mantra with the rock. If you can smell what it's cooking. Can't resist that. I'm sorry, not sorry. All right, Ascended Masters, here we go. Please take a nice deep breath. Mission control. Still point. And if I can make them giggle, it's a good thing. Ascended Master Override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, please. One card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video, who perhaps you drew to this reading. What is the card of Spirit? The healing mantra to help them charge, ignite, unify. To help them manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require knowledge in their relationships and their judgment and the mirroring process in so many different ways, with the help of Barachiel for fulfillment, if they so choose. Only they can make that call for the emotion of romance, which might, can feel like, whoa, hey, back it up, Aquarians, or whatever may be there, but so that they can lavish their love and attention upon their loved ones, whoever that may be, I would think. But since the word romance is on the table here, please clarify the perfect healing mantra for my beloved Aqualungs, my beloved Aquariums, to help them manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, with the Spirit mantra, this beautiful new to full May to June 2023. Activating the third eye, I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. Like, I will never. Oh, really? You know that? It's called hubris. You don't know. I don't know. But in every given moment we're given what we need, right? So how freaking air sign do you want to get third eye straight up? Put a piece of rhodochrosite on your third eye and just hum, I don't know. Activating the third eye, I'm willing to see beyond my beliefs and ideas, and that's the same thing with Archangel. Any archangel, are you willing? Are you going to choose? Throat chakra, are you going to choose? Are you going to choose? But really, let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. Just the word "let." It's like okay, let it happen, right? You may not need to know how to do it, but I have a feeling you're going to learn how to do it. So, activating the third eye. Shall we? After this, we will bless this. We'll bless the crap out of the Aquarian Collective. And then we'll talk about the company, because there's good stuff. Ready? I think I'm ready. Please take a nice deep breath. Activating the third eye. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. As your third eye opens, you are able to notice how each moment is a catalyst for your ever-expanding soul. Now, a catalyst is a chemical reaction, if I remember correctly, speeds up or slows down, right? So you cut some apples, put a little lemon juice on them, they don't go brown so quickly. Through your third eye, you will be able to see more clearly the lessons each moment offers. Oh, maybe for knowledge, possibly. Allowing every encounter to help you become an even more radiant expression of your highest potential, which is what we do through our relationships, yes, with other people and with other things, your relationship to money, but this feels like, I mean, the word romance is on the table. You knew that before I did. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. This mantra is ideal for dissolving personal judgments. On the nose, developing more patience, and tempering inner conflict. And I can feel that conflict. You know, are you in a romantic relationship? For those of you who are, there's a lot going on here, but still, the mantra is you got to see beyond what you believe is going on, your ideas about it, and your conclusions as to what it is and where it's going. Because there is a fulfillment here in the element of air, and there is love and joy and compassion available in a romantic context, or at least a build up to that work. All right, so let's do the blessimation, and then we're going to talk about the 4 videos that I did for the 25th anniversary. I won't be doing this forever and ever more. Maybe the series after this, although it's timeless, I probably won't. So yeah, this might be the second to last time Pisces gets it after this. So let's give this all we got, shall we? One last time. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of the divine for the Aquarian Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, beloved ones, may they be blessed with all that they need, by water, by earth, by air, by fire, to manifest their heart's desire, by activating their third eye, that they at least be willing to see beyond their beliefs, ideas, and conclusions in romance in particular. The one they're in, the one they want, the one that they don't want, and why. Because I'm feeling that. Woo! With Barachiel. Should they ask, should they call to lay aside some of the heavy and get into the funner part, the fulfillment with love, with family and friends, and maybe some friends of friends, in their relationships, for love, for compassion, for joy, and for seeing the mirrors and getting that we all have judgments, and that ain't nobody here on planet Earth that's not dealing with some kind of pain, some kind of lead, some kind of wound, except those that maybe who aren't, and those are the ones that certainly along the way acquired their heart's desire, or what was required to manifest their heart's desire of knowledge. So let them connect above and below. Let the knowledge of the ancestors flow for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is. Oh, and the new music. got such a nice beat. You can dance to it. Did you like the reading, by the way? If you did, please hit the thumbs up and help other Aquarians and cross-watchers find this reading. After all, there's romance on the table. And if you want more of me, subscribe. If you want to know when I'm sending the next thing out, hit the notification bell. YouTube loves the notification bell, apparently. And if you feel like commenting, please do, because I'm the fun one who gets the job done, and I do love a good comment section. But certainly, if you want real more of me, come Patreon, best career move I ever made. Daily check-ins, extended readings, and significant discount for booking private sessions with Mal. We'll talk about that next. It's one of the 4 videos. But seriously, I highly recommend it. And it's such a field day, and I hope I never ever stop doing it, like at least this life. So come check it out. And check out the menu. And come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo. Lyons with sweethearts, just call me Mal. I'm here for you. And that's why, after 25 years, I changed my prices for private sessions. The video booking a reading with Mal is still on the interwebs, but no longer as relevant as the new one, booking private sessions with Mal. A whole range of options there. That's why I did a video on it. You can check that out. It's also mentioned in the one that I did for the 25th anniversary of the company itself. 25 years of drawing the circle or something like that, just a couple of weeks ago, which does the overview of all the changes. So there's the booking private sessions with spiritual counseling as well as readings. There's the 25th anniversary, which was a hoot to do. Oh yeah, there's the new Patreon one. I forgot to mention that one, the May update for that, and explaining again the discounts and all of that and what's going on. But the last one, I gotta tell ya, Beltane in the Park, Long Island, May 2023. I did the first launch of 25 years of professional witchcraft at the Unitarian Universalist Church in Huntington, New York. It was wonderful. And I don't always like editing myself in live performance, but I loved it. And it's really, my mom was blown away. She's like, it was amazing. I was like, thanks, Mom. So go check that out, because I want to take that all over the world. I would love to do that just nationally. Ooh, get in the car and just drive, have somebody take care of my cats while I'm gone. That would be a hoot. So thank you so much. Most important thing I can say to my Aquarians is I love you. Hang in there. You're heroes. You're heroes on a hero's journey here. It's just romance and relationship. Absolutely. Villain or hero. Ain't that right, Mr. J? You Harleys, you Quens, I love you. Have a really, really good one. Wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this beautiful and beautiful, you aqualungs, you aquariums, I love you. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.